Here we go, right here.
Yeah, I mean, this story goes to everyone keeps saying Netflix needs to produce their shows theatrically, needs to send it out theatrical, and I have for years I've asked them. I've been told. I spoke to a high-profile director who's a little bit frustrated by this as well, but Netflix just will not do theatrical. They absolutely will not do it. They'll run it at the Egyptian for a few weeks, but that's about it. So I'll just get to the meat of the matter here. Sarandos says, choice and control are key in the streaming age. The exec argued in discussing business and creative strategy, calling the ongoing change important for the company and industry. We had two big competitors, piracy and Netflix's own DVD business. He recalled of the earlier days of Netflix, calling it a painful split when the firm gave up its DVD business. He cited Steve Jobs as saying, cannibalizing one's own business is key to continued progress. Today, our members can watch a world of entertainment for a fraction of the price of a box set of The Sopranos in 2007. And they don't have to wait 2 months for all the episodes of a show to come out or for a film to finish its theatrical run, Sarandos said. Audiences don't care about windows at all. He also said that the industry's need for constant change. They never talk about it over dinner. The streamers also doesn't feel the business needs to recoup film investments in cinema, the exec explained. It's unique to Netflix that we have enough scale. We can uniquely spend $200 million on a film and have enough scale of viewership to put it directly on Netflix without trying to recoup some of the economics in the theater, which I think is a fairly inefficient way to distribute a movie.
Yeah, well, look, Netflix, they don't care. They bought the Egyptian theater as a way to feature their movies, but they're not in the theatrical business. But I think the reason people are upset is the quality of some of the projects is exceptional, right? Mm-hmm. It can't be argued. This new Monsters series is fantastic. I just watched it. And I thought it was amazing. I have a couple more episodes to go, but wow, I remember the Eric and Lyle Menendez case. One of their alibis was they saw Batman '89 with Michael Keaton. They bought a ticket, but it didn't fly. So there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I've always been told about Netflix. The act of putting it in theaters. There's a pressure to recoup that expense, and he's saying, well, then let's just eliminate the expense and not go to theaters.
He's not wrong. Yeah, but movies have a perceived value. They are more worth seeing or worthwhile when they've had a theatrical release. Mm-hmm. Then they come to streaming or VOD, and they're like, oh, well, this was a movie that was in the theater, right?
Yeah, he also highlights, he says here, if you ever find yourself protecting the business, you're pretty much dead. And he believes the idea that we've got to constantly challenge ourselves to break and move our business forward on behalf of the consumers. Again, the sense is he's doing us a favor by not putting it out in theaters. And I agree. It's weird. I get what he's saying. I get the fact that there's a huge expense and that movies that succeed make money, but more often than not, we look at Lionsgate. These movies are not, their movies are not exceeding. But at the same time, there's a culture that I think a lot of us still want to maintain and preserve. The idea of what do we do Friday night? Hey, you want to hang out? Let's go see this movie. As opposed to, hey, we'll go to your house and see it on your TV. He's right and he's wrong. I'll put it that way.